Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Perfect. Hello everyone. I am your host Sidonian Muse tonight for NACS Season 1 Race 8. We are here at Bahrain for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And tonight is a special night, guys, because it's the second sprint race of the season. We're going to have 6 in total over the course of the entire season, and tonight is sprint number 2. We're going to have a one-shot quali to set the grid for the sprint. We're going to have a 10-lap sprint and then 29-lap race here at Bahrain. Looks like we got 12 or 13 guys here tonight. They're going to be racing. In NACS, we are a no-assist league. We still have a couple seats open, 2 or 3 seats open. If anyone is interested in joining, message me or Pete the Newfie on Xbox or Discord, and we'll get you hooked up. If you're interested in doing some no-assist racing here on F123, we're going to get things started here now, it looks like. We had one other guy we were waiting on, but I guess he's not showing up, so we're going to kick things off here with the one-shot quali, which is going to be fast and furious. It's going to happen in the blink of an eye, so you guys better be ready. But we got, like I said, we got like 12 or so guys here tonight. We do have Benzo Slice here in the Alpine for his first race of the season, so we'll see how he does. He's looking pretty quick. We got both Mercedes of Leo Hamilton and Beaver. Zoom repping the Haas by himself. His teammate Malios not here tonight. Drupal and Sling in the Alfa Romeo. Vodka and Great Ace in the Aston Martins. Pete and Smoke in the Red Bulls. Jelly repping the McLaren because his teammate Sparky can't be here tonight because he got some personal matters to attend to. So prayers to you, Sparky. Hope everything goes well with you, man. And we got Abrupt repping the AlphaTauri by himself as well. So that's everyone who's here tonight. We're going to get the show underway here now shortly. Everyone's, I guess, just going to load their, if they have a quali set up they want to load, they're going to load that. And we're going to get this one-shot quali underway. And we're going to start things up. Looks like someone, looks like people are readying up right away. Someone hit the button. Looks like somebody hit the button. So we're going to start things here in 10 seconds. Happens, I guess. Here we go. The one-shot quali is underway here at Bahrain. Here we go across the line. Holding on here with Smoke in the Red Bull, but he's struggling here. He's going off the side of the track. They're not sure what happened there with Smoke. That was kind of glitchy. I don't know if that was on my end, the glitchiness of it all, but here we go. Because that Smoke is at the bottom of the pack here now, going in through the first sector. Abrupt also struggling, going a little off track there. Zoom currently the fastest at the moment, but having a bad exit out of that corner. It's going to cause him to fall down the order. Now Vodka Victory and Leo Hamilton are fighting for the fastest lap here at the moment. Holding on with Vodka Victory, though. He's dropped down for third territory. Pete the Newfie swapping back and forth. Abrupt, huge improvement from Abrupt there. Moving all the way up to the top 4. Looks like going into Sector 2. Now Pete the Newfie coming around this corner. Goes a little, getting a little bit spicy there. A little dangerous. Almost went off on the curb there. But he's still holding second to Leo Hamilton at the moment. As he's coming around here, about to start the final sector. See how that goes for him. Vodka getting the jump on him here going into the final sector. Not much time to save here. Him and Vodka still swapping back and forth, it looks like, at the moment. Meanwhile, Leo is comfortably holding that fastest lap at the moment, it looks like. We'll see exactly what that is here momentarily as the drivers come around the final corner here now. Here we go. Leo Hamilton is going to cross the line, looks like, with the fastest lap. A 129.6 4/10 faster than Pete the Newfie, who's going to start on the front row with him with a 130 flat. Then Vodka Victory 130.2, Abrupt 130.5 for the front two rows. Benzo Slice 5th, his first outing here, 130.8. Not a bad result for his first outing here in NACS in the Alpine. But a pretty stacked front two rows, not going to lie. As you can see, Great Ace 6th with Benzo with the 131 flat. Jelly 7th, 131.1. Beaver 131.8. Drupally just shy of that, also with a 131.8. Alfa Romeo's not having a good time. Did not have a good time there in that one shot. Looks like Zoom 10th, and then Slingshot also with the 132. And unfortunately, Smoke, like I said, something happened to Smoke there. He was gone way off track. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe he wasn't back in time. He didn't expect someone to hit the button. Maybe Smoke didn't expect someone to hit the button there. I'm not too sure. Because he was way off there wide, like coming across the start-finish line at the beginning. So I'm kind of confused as to what exactly happened there, to be honest. Like I said, that is going to be the grid for the sprint race here. 10-lap sprint at Bahrain. Great opportunity for some of these guys that got a little screwed over there to try to recover some positions for the full race, especially Smoke there, who in the practice sessions was looking pretty good, but something happened there. And like I said, I wasn't sure if maybe he wasn't there, maybe he wasn't expecting someone to ready up that quick, or maybe he just happened to invalidate. But regardless, he was the only person who wasn't able to get a time on the board there. So I'll just have to wait and see if he can recover back over the course of the sprint and the full race. Interesting to see here. I imagine most people are going to go for the mediums because tires just burn up here so fast. It's kind of risky to go for the softs here for 10 laps straight over the course of the entire sprint. I imagine the medium tire is going to be the tire of choice here for these guys in the sprint. But we'll see here now momentarily anyway. There should be a formation lap before, yeah. So let's check it out here now. Turn everything on. And yeah, everyone has decided to start on the mediums except for Drupally Bunyan in the Alfa Romeo, who is starting on the softs, who is taking that gamble. But it's a risky one for sure. Could backfire horribly. Those softs could be dead by the end, or he could gain some positions off of this. We'll see. Risky gamble for the Alfa Romeo driver. See how it turns out from everyone else opting for the mediums, obviously. Definitely the safer option for sure. Even though apparently there isn't much of a time difference, it's just the mediums are the much safer option because the softs are going to be super worn and burnt to a crisp by the end of the sprint. But not bad for the Aston Martins, though. 3rd and 6th can definitely work with this for sure. Beaver with his best qualifying, I think, in NACS so far, starting 8th for the sprint. See how he does. The main person who's going to want to improve is, over the course of this sprint, is Smoke. Rough start for Smoke, for sure. Smoke and Pete currently leading the constructors at the moment with Red Bull. Not by much, only by like 11 or 12 points, but they are leading the constructors over Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo at the moment. So it's important to Smoke to get as much points as he possibly can from this race for the team. Oh, not okay. People just can't park properly, it looks like. Not sure what happened there. Not sure what's going on there. But as I was saying, yeah, Smoke is going to want to, you know, he's going to want to get up into the points, up into the top 8 for the sprint, you know. And then hopefully go from there for the race. We'll see, everyone's pulling into their positions here now. So many people don't know how to... I don't know why people can't just park properly in this game, but it is what it is. And it's lights out and away we go here at the Bahrain Grand Prix for the sprint race. 10 laps here. Leo Hamilton jumping off the line. Looks like he's going to hold it. Pete the Newfie under pressure from the others. Huge accident at the back. What happened there? Huge accident at the back there. Insane accident there between, I'm trying to jump to it, between Jelly and Slingshot. Slingshot must have got a good start. Jelly, I don't know what happened there. Huge accident between Jelly and Slingshot. Both Alfa Romeos now at the back. That's definitely going to be looked at by the stewards afterwards. That was insane. That's Jelly's second or third incident now he's been involved in NACS. He's not had a good run of clean driving here, that's for sure. Yellow flag's out as well. Looks like Beaver has now messed up as well in the Mercedes. He's off track there now. He's dropped down to the back of the pack. Meanwhile, Abrupt has now lost the position to Benzo, currently in 5th. But right there with him as well, even though my intervals appear to be wrong. It looks like my intervals are completely glitched because it says Abrupt. Yeah, my intervals are stuck at the moment. Okay, awesome. So Leo Hamilton has taken the lead, but Pete the Newfie is under pressure from Benzo and Vodka. Not too far behind all three of these guys. We're going to watch from Benzo Slice's perspective here. My intervals are completely screwed, though. Like, what is this game? What is wrong with this game, man? EA just can't make a proper game. Like, something happened during that start and screwed up all my intervals. My goodness. But here we go. Vodka victory now. Putting the pressure. Leo Hamilton just a bit ahead of the rest. Going free wide here. Up the start finish. With Alpha Tauri of Abrupt not too far behind. Vodka victory and Pete the Newfie going into the corner together. Vodka victory takes second position from Pete the Newfie. Like I said, moves up to second. Again, my intervals are trying to fix themselves. This game is so broken. EA Codemasters couldn't make a proper game this year. My goodness, it's even worse in terms of glitches than last year. Holy shit. But now, like I said, Benzo Slice is right there with Vodka victory, keeping the pressure on. We're just going to have to keep an eye at this top pack for the moment. Pete has managed to take second back from Vodka, but again, it's super tight between these four guys right now. Can't tell exactly how far up the road Leo Hamilton is, but he's about a turn up the road right now, about a corner up the road here on lap 2. But it's hard to tell because of the stupid interval glitch, whatever the hell is going on. And there's no way to fix that. Like, seriously? Only way to fix it is to leave and come back, and I'm not doing that. No, sir. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it'll fix itself soon. That shit just makes no sense. That's some classic EA nonsense right there. Pete Newfie going to be under pressure here now. DRS is going to be enabled now. Leo Hamilton posting a fastest lap of the sprint so far with a 132.6 on the medium tire. DRS has now been enabled. Vodka victory. Going to be looking to make a move on Pete the Newfie. No, Pete the Newfie is going to defend. He's going to close the gap there. He's not going to leave it open for Vodka. But now Vodka is going to have DRS, and so is Benzo Slice in the Alpine. We're going to hold on with Benzo because he got a bit of a bird's eye view here as to what's going on at the moment. Meanwhile, Zoom in the Haas has managed to move himself up to 7th at the moment, so that's a huge improvement for him from where he started from 10th to 7th already. We'll see if he can keep it together for the rest of the sprint race. and potentially get some points already for Haas before we're even on to the full race. Yellow flag in Sector 1, though. Looks like the Mercedes of Beaver has messed up again. He's gone off. He's at the back once again here. But here we go. Vodka victory. Like I said, still keeping the pressure on Pete the Newfie. But now Abrupt is almost caught up to these guys once again. Grade A still in 6th where he started. So there's a bit of a gap between the top 5 and the other half of the grid at the moment. But meanwhile, Smoke in the Red Bull has moved himself up into 8th because of all this carnage. And he's now on the heels of Zoom Zoom. So we'll see if Smoke, like I said, can keep himself in the points for the sprint. At least get some points from the sprint for Red Bull. That'd be cool to see. Here we go. Benzo is about to have DRS on Vodka Victory. Vodka Victory with DRS on Pete. You can see the two of them going at it here now. Vodka Victory pulls ahead of Pete the Newfie. Benzo sliced. Oh, also looking to make the move on Pete the Newfie down into the corner. Vodka Victory pulls ahead because of this. Moves back up into 2nd. Pete still in 3rd. Defends his position from Benzo Slice. My goodness, Abrupt is just waiting in the wings, waiting for something to happen between these guys at the moment. Hasn't been able to make a move yet on anyone. Just currently waiting in the wings, as I said. But the rest of these guys are going at it. My intervals are finally fixed, so we can see that Leo Hamilton is currently 6 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack by lap 4 of the sprint. That is absolutely insane. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Let me just go look at the lap time difference if we look here. Yeah, Leo Hamilton lapping over a second faster than everyone else. Benzo 133.6. Pete 133.8. Vodka 133.8. Abrupt 133.9. Ooh! The Benzo Slice makes a mistake there. Loses the position to Abrupt. But you can see there, Leo Hamilton 132.6. A full 1.2 seconds a lap. Leo Hamilton a full 1.2 seconds a lap faster than everyone else on the grid. Here goes Pete the Newfie. Got DRS on Vodka Victory now. Still not able to get anything off that. He's going to have DRS on him again here, though. Meanwhile, Smoke has managed to get ahead of Zoom Zoom now. Moved himself up into 7th. And now he is within DRS range of Great Ace ahead. But we can see there, Zoom Zoom takes the position back from Smoke, though. Smoke and Zoom Zoom getting a little frisky in the corner. Both of these guys are trying to keep up with Great Ace at the moment. Smoke gonna send it on Zoom Zoom down in this corner. Wicked move there from the Red Bull driver, but oh, it looks like Zoom Zoom is gonna take the position right back, though. Some clean racing between these two guys at the moment. Great to see. You love to see it. Great Ace is just trying to keep them at bay. Let the two of them fight while he tries to get away. Yellow in Sector 2, though. Benzo Slice, oh no, has made a huge mistake. He's fallen out of the fight. He's dropped down to 8th now. With Drooply Bunyan and Slingshot, the two Alfa Romeos coming up right behind him. He comes back on the track in 10th behind the two Alfa Romeos. My goodness. Smoke here still behind Zoom Zoom now. 7th and 6th respectfully. Now that Benzo has dropped down. Smoke already used up all of his ERS. But he does have DRS here now on Zoom Zoom. Looking to make a move on him here now into turn 1. See if these guys can keep it clean. Yes, they do, but Zoom Zoom defends his position. Nearly loses it there, it looks like. His rear got really loose there, but still holds ahead of Smoke at the moment. Meanwhile, Drooply is still on those softs. He's still doing okay for now. We'll see if that starts to bite him once this gets a little later in the sprint here. But meanwhile, Vodka Victory just trying to get Pete the Newfie out of his DRS range at the moment. They're fighting for 2nd at the moment as Leo Hamilton is a ways off, 7.2 seconds ahead of Vodka Victory in P2 at the moment. And meanwhile, we can't ignore Great Ace has now caught up to Abrupt. Great Ace, I wonder if Abrupt made a mistake, because now Great Ace, Zoom Zoom, and Smoke have now all caught up to Abrupt. See what Abrupt does have, still has 30% ERS in the tank, though. He still has something to spare. Great Ace has used all his up. Zoom Zoom has 20. And Smoke's almost used all his up. So right now, Abrupt still has the advantage over the cars behind him. But the cars behind him are all going to have DRS. Got a bit of a DRS train forming here, so we're going to hold on with these four guys for the moment. See what Great Ace can do. He got DRS on Abrupt. He's going to go side by side with him. Up the straightaway. Both these guys going into the corner together. Both of them getting nudged. Abrupt not leaving the room there for Great Ace. It looks like Great Ace manages to get through. Fortunately, definitely not enough room there left by Abrupt. Made slight contact there with Great Ace. He must be feeling the pressure. Great Ace has now gotten past Abrupt. Huge pressure coming from behind Abrupt now. The Haas looking to go side by side with Smoke not too far behind. Now Smoke and the Haas. Blackstap and the Haas going side by side there now as well. All three of these guys super tight now. Great Ace trying to get away from them. Trying to get away from the chaos. As he himself was almost screwed over there. My goodness. Zoom Zoom now still behind the other two. Looking for the moment to strike. Benzo Slice now is also in DRS of Slingshot and 9th. He's managed to get past Drupally. Those softs are really starting to fall off for him now. Even Jelly is starting to gain on Drupally, I think, now as well. Benzo, like I said, is right there behind Slingshot now. So I'll have to wait to see how that goes. We'll have to wait to see. They're all going to have DRS here now. Smoke, can he get close enough? Can he make the move on Abrupt? Coming into the corner, going side by side with the AlphaTauri driver. Let's see. Coming around. All three of these guys. Whoa, Zoom Zoom. Zoom Zoom tries to send it there as well. There goes Smoke. Up into 5th. Great stuff for the Red Bull driver. All three of these guys going free wide. Up here into the corner, but Smoke still holding the front lead here. But it's super tight between these three guys right now. Super tight. Oh! Abrupt nudges Smoke! Abrupt nudges Smoke. Abrupt hits into Smoke. That's 2 things for Abrupt now. Nudging Great Ace around turn 1 and nudges Smoke there. Nah, man. On my screen, Abrupt definitely nudged Smoke there. That was crazy. What just happened? And now Smoke is falling all the way down now behind Benzo, in between Benzo and Drupally. My goodness, what a turn of events. You hate to see it. That's definitely going to be looked at by the stewards after the race for sure. I don't know what to think about that with Abrupt, honestly. Making contact with Great Ace and Smoke, and unfortunately the contact for Smoke, it was like a complete bump into the side of Smoke that time. And definitely hurt Smoke some. Smoke was looking hella good, and then he just got bumped by the AlphaTauri there. Not good. Yeah, not good. Not too pleased with that so far. So far we got an incident with Jelly and Slingshot at the beginning, and we got an incident there with Abrupt and Smoke. Some stuff to look at. But here we go now. Zoom Zoom and Abrupt are still together, though. Both going into turn 1 together. And Zoom Zoom and the Haas manages to get by Abrupt there. There we go. He does it. Gets past the AlphaTauri. Here we go now. Benzo and Drupally going at it. Drupally manages to get ahead of Benzo Slice. The two of them got really close there for a second. With only 1 full lap left of the sprint. Leo Hamilton now almost 10 seconds ahead of everyone else during just these 10 laps of the sprint alone. That's kind of crazy. Here we go now. Zoom and Abrupt are still going at it. Abrupt going off, like pretty well off in the curb, like looking for any opportunity to get past the Haas. Like, what is this guy doing right now? He gets past the Haas, but my goodness, he is just driving so dirty tonight. So, like, he's driving like Lance Stroll in the qualifying today. Just like, there's just no patience at all. Slingshot, through all this, has managed to recover himself back up to 7, so it looks like he could finish with some points for Alfa Romeo here in this sprint. Final lap of the sprint. Zooms him in Abrupt going up to turn 1 once again, as they've been doing this entire sprint so far, it feels like. Meanwhile, Benzo and Druply both going at it at the back as well. Abrupt with DRS on Zoom. Going wheel to wheel with the Haas driver. So keep it together. Zoom defends his position. Do have a yellow in sector 1 though. Looks like that's Jelly and the McLaren struggling there. Making a mistake. Here we go, Abrupt on the back of the Haas now. Looking to try to gain this position before the end of the sprint. Meanwhile, Leo Hamilton, unsurprisingly, is the winner of the sprint race here at Bahrain. Oh, Zoom messes up in the corner. Abrupt is going to go wheel to wheel with him now. Up through here, down to the final corner. Both these guys fighting here now for this position. And here we go, both these guys fight all the way to the line. Look who's going to cross. Oh, and Zoom just barely crossed the line ahead of Abrupt there. Takes 5th from him there. So Zoom is going to start ahead of Abrupt in the full race. A good recovery for Slingshot. Sucks what happened to Smoke. He got punted by Abrupt there. I'm going to go look in chat here now just to see if anyone's talking shit. Oh, just... Okay, just checking just to see if anyone's talking shit, because I mean, it's clear as day that Abrupt punted Smoke. I don't care what anyone says. He literally punted right into the side of him. So, fortunately, Smoke still finishing with a point for Red Bull from the sprint, but, yeah. Hopefully he'll be able to make up the positions, and not get punted by anyone again, because, yeah, that was a real Nick DeVries moment from Abrupt, I gotta say, like... It was crazy enough they were going free wide for as long as they were, but man, like, not one of the free guys was budging. Not one of them was given an inch over the other, and it was just waiting for something like that to happen. Someone was going to get screwed there, and it just happened to be Smoke. So yeah, that's going to be it for the sprint. So, like I said, Leo Hamilton is your sprint winner, so he will start from pole for the full race, with Vodka Victor on the front row with him. And then on the second row, you have Pete the Newfie and Great Ace. Actually, great sprint race there for Great Ace as well. Got himself up into 4th now for the full race. Great opportunity for him and Vodka for Aston Martin. Zoom and Abrupt 5th and 6th. 2 of them were going at it the whole time. And Slingshot and Smoke starting 7th and 8th. Druply and Benzo 9th and 10th. And then Beaver and Jelly. So Jelly actually did lose the position there to Beaver at the end. So yeah, Beaver's going to start ahead of Jelly 11th and 12th for the full race. Guys. But anyways, guys, this is when the drivers like to have a quick little 5-minute intermission to prepare themselves for the full race that we have ahead of us. So, I will see you guys back here in 5 minutes' time for the full race at Bahrain. And we're back, folks. Just got a quick formation lap here now before we start the full 29 lap race. Let's see what tires everyone's opting to start on tonight. And it looks like it's a bit all over the place. Most guys, like Leo Hamilton, who's our race leader, starting from the front, opting for the medium tire. Along with Pete the Newfie, Grade A, Zoom Zoom Abrupt, Benzo, Beaver, all them opting to start on the mediums. But we have two guys, Druply and Vodka, who are starting on the hards. And we have Slingshot, Smoke, and Jelly, who are all starting on the softs. So we'll see how it goes for them. In my personal experience of this track, like the tires, even the hards burn up super fast here. So I don't even know if people are going to get much value out of the hards, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll see if the hards work out for Vodka and Druply or not. Time will tell. But Leo and the other guys at the front are all starting on the mediums. Leo was way ahead of everyone also in that sprint, so he was like a second and that, almost a second and a half faster than everyone a lap in the sprint there. Second a lap faster than everyone pretty well. I think that was the average for sure, so we will see how this goes. Drivers line up on the grid now. Hopefully everything goes well. We can get this race underway. Okay. Everyone's getting their tires at the right temp, getting in position. And it's lights out and away we go here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Leo Hamilton taking off the line. Grady's already losing position to Zoom Zoom in the Haas. Benzo Slice having a great start, moving up to 7th. Leo Hamilton still holding the lead of the race ahead of the Aston Martin Novaka victory. The Haas of Zoom Zoom trying to snivel his way in there. Gets ahead of Pete the Newfie actually. Moves himself up into 3rd. Vodka victory still in 2nd on the hard tire. Though Abrupt and Great Ace here now going at it. Once again, these two are bumping tires earlier in the race. Like I said, Benzo Slice having a solid start, getting ahead of the Alfa Romeo of Slingshot and Smoke in the Red Bull. Here we go, all these guys. Aston Martin Great Ace here. Going in between the Haas and the Alpha Tauri. Super tight racing between these guys. Couple of my intervals are messed up again, but other than that, we're fine. Yeah, EA is just having a stroke with the intervals tonight. Oh, we got an incident though. Benzo Slice loses control of his car there, and so does Abrupt, actually. Benzo falls back 10th, or 11th, I should say, at the back with Jelly, and so does Abrupt. Abrupt also falling all the way back to the back of the grid in the Alpha Tauri. Yeah, Abrupt not having a great race tonight. Like I said, his racing was looking pretty sloppy, in my opinion, in the sprint, his racecraft. And now he's fallen all the way to the back. But here we have Great Ace now going wheel to wheel with the Haas of Zoom Zoom, trying to fly by and move back into 4th where he started. Zoom Zoom in the Haas, just leaving barely enough room there for Great Ace to get by. Again, some of these intervals are still all screwed up. Hopefully they start fixing themselves over time. For now, we're holding on with Great Ace. Still there. Smoke has managed now to move himself up into 6th ahead of Slingshot. Beaver also got himself up into 8th now. Just behind the Alfa Romeo of Slingshot. Looks like he's looking for a move on the Alfa Romeo, but still not quite able to pull it off. Meanwhile, the other Alfa Romeo just right behind him, so he's stuck between the two of them at the moment. All the intervals are getting a little funky here. We got all three of these cars, Zoom Zoom, Great Ace, and Smoke, all super tight between the three of them at the moment. They're all together. Meanwhile, Pete the Newfie is keeping up with Vodka Victory, but Leo Hamilton does have a 2-second lead already, right off the rip. Already 2 seconds ahead of Pete and Vodka. Two of them fighting here, side by side, with the other three guys not too far behind either. I wish my intervals could fix themselves. They're screwed up like this in the sprint as well. Here we go, Smoke trying to keep it off the curb. He's on the softs. He's in a dangerous position. But Jelly manages to actually get ahead of Druply there, moves up into 10th. As Leo Hamilton sets a new fast lap, 134 flat on the mediums. DRS has now been enabled. Jelly has gotten past Druply. But now Beaver is in range of Slingshot. Looks like Beaver is going to send it on Slingshot here. Slingshot already had some bad luck earlier with Jelly getting involved. Apparently Jelly had some connection issues or something. But the Alpine of Benzo Slice also right behind there as well. Beaver manages to get his way past the two cars. Moves himself up into 7th. Benzo Slice still not able to get clear of Slingshot. Still going to have to wait momentarily for the right time. But Beaver has moved himself up into 7th. Good stuff. Meanwhile, Smoke has also just now gotten past Great Ace. Gets up to 5th, though he is on the faster tires. So Great Ace could snipe him back here if Smoke's soft tires start to wear off. Meanwhile, Pete the Newfie, like I said, still just staying within DRS range of Vodka Victory, keeping the pressure on him. But both of these guys are now already 3 seconds behind Leo Hamilton. Like, this is absolutely insane. Yeah, Leo Hamilton's pace here at Bahrain is just absolutely crazy. I mean, you can tell. You can clearly tell. There we go. Zoom Zoom going wheel to wheel with Smoke here through the corner. These guys were going at it earlier in the sprint as well. But we have a yellow flag. Druply in the Alfa Romeo falls all the way behind to the back of the grid. But the three of these guys, Great Ace, Zoom Zoom, and Smoke going all the way down into the corner. Great Ace almost touches the back of Zoom Zoom there. Manages to keep it clean. Smoke gets by the two of them up into 4th. So it's a fight for 4th here. Pete the Newfie and Vodka fighting for 2nd at the moment. But here they go. The two of them going into the corner together. But Vodka Victory still holds 2nd over Pete the Newfie. But Pete the Newfie is getting wild here. He's putting all the pressure on the Aston Martin. Trying to look for an opportunity to get by. Oh, Pete's car getting really loose there. Almost losing it completely. Great Ace, though, looking for a moment on Smoke, and he gets it. Gets past the Red Bull driver, takes 4th back from him. So we got a bit of a DRS train between these three guys forming at the moment. While meanwhile, Leo Hamilton is just flying away at the front, 5 seconds ahead. That's kind of sus in my opinion. Personally, I gotta say that is kind of sus. But we can see here, Smoke now, like I said, is going to have DRS on Great Ace. So he's going to look for the opportunity to snipe him right back. And here he goes, two of them going around the corner together. Great Ace still holding the position, though. But Beaver also in the Mercedes is right there with Benzo. Benzo has taken 7 from him. But he's keeping up with him for now. Jelly got himself up in the 9th ahead of Slingshot. Smoke and Great Ace going down into the corner together. Once again, two of them make contact, but they keep it clean. They keep it together. Their cars are okay. Great Ace still in 4th. Smoke's going to have DRS on him here now. On the faster tire. These guys are going at it lap after lap here. My goodness, this is absolutely insane. Smoke now takes 4th position over Zoom Zoom and Great Ace, but Zoom Zoom does get ahead of... So Great Ace gets passed by the two guys. Oh, but Smoke in the Red Bull messes up. Smoke gives it too much gas coming out of that corner, I imagine. It's very easy to lose it there. So Smoke, unfortunately, loses control of his car, and he drops all the way back down behind Abrupt now in 11th. My goodness, you hate to see it. Smoke was up fighting for 4th, and now he's all the way down in 11th. Just like that. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. But now Benzo Slice has joined the party, and so is Beaver. Oh, Benzo's rear getting a little loose there, though. But now, behind Great Ace, we have a 4-car DRS train going on here. And Smoke and Jelly, Slingshot and Jelly aren't too far behind. So all these guys bunching up here now. Meanwhile, Leo's still 7 seconds ahead at the front. I'm going to keep making note of that. Well, Vodka and Pete are still super tight here. The yellow flag in Sector 2 as Benzo goes for the move here on the Haas. Move himself up into 5th as they're trying to chase down Great Ace, but the Haas looking to snipe him right back. Coming down to the final corner, the 2 cars make contact. Again, no one is giving an inch here tonight. It's absolutely insane. Beaver also right there as well, right behind the Haas. Here we go. Beaver put himself up into the position to make a move on the Haas driver. The Haas of Zoom forced to go way wide there. Beaver takes advantage of this, moves himself up into 5th. Zoom now in 7th. My goodness, so much stuff going on here tonight. Whew. Whew. Everyone's intact so far, though. Pete the Newfie now has fallen out of DRS range of Vodka Victory, though. But Great A still holding 4th at the moment, has managed to get away from these other guys a bit. So like I said, now it's a fight between Beaver, Benzo, and Zoom. Well, Abrupt, like I said, is back here in 10th now. Smoke still in 11th, still a little too far off, but Abrupt is right here with Jelly. Trying to get himself up into 9th. And 8th. Here goes Jelly and Slingshot at it once again. Just like on the first lap. Here goes Abrupt looking for the move on Jelly. In the McLaren, both of them going wheel to wheel. Down into the corner, just right behind Slingshot. Here they go. But Abrupt manages to get past Jelly. Moves up into 9th. Now he's going to start fighting to get past Slingshot. Smoke starting to slowly catch these guys. Meanwhile, Beaver has now lost a position. Though Benzo Slice in the Alpine has gone wide off the track. Which means he still can't get past Beaver in the McLaren. Or sorry, in the Mercedes. I should say. Abrupt loses the position to Jelly once again. And now this has allowed, all this fighting has allowed Smoke to catch up to these 3 guys. Try to get himself back up into the fight with everyone else. Which he lost, because like I said, he gave it too much gas there in those first couple corners. You can't give it too much gas there, or else you'll lose it completely. Like I said, all these guys super close to the back at the moment, so that's what we're watching. There's a huge gap. Once it gets past Zoom, there is a 2-second gap to the guys ahead, Benzo and Beaver. Great Ace comfortably in 4th right now. Pete just trying to get back within DRS range of Vodka Victory. Meanwhile, Drupally is way behind. I don't know what's happened to Drupally, but he is now way behind everyone. He's in 12th, all the way at the back. At this point, Drupally Bunyan in the Alfa Romeo, he really needs to hope for a safety car at this point. If he's going to have any hope of recovery. Meanwhile, let's look at the fastest laps at the moment. While we're watching this battle at the back, as we can see, Leo Hamilton, like I said, Vodka Victory is on the hards, but so on the guys on the mediums, Leo Hamilton is lapping 4/10 faster than Pete the Newfie. However, his fastest lap is actually only 1/10 faster than Benzo Slice. Funny enough, as you can see there, Benzo Slice 134.1. Benzo manages to get past Beaver again. We can see 134.1, and that's Drupally out of the race. Looks like Drupally has retired, but it's a full safety car. What has happened? But to me, it looked like Drupally was going into the pits to retire. But that is it. Drupally Bunyan is out of the race. It's going to be a safety car. But as you can see there, Leo Hamilton's time, though, like I said, he's only 1/10 faster. Fast lap's only a 10 faster than Benzo, though. So, Not too sure, but it's going to be a safety car. This is going to be a chance for the guys to catch him out, possibly. We'll see what everyone decides to do here. If anyone decides, we'll see if anyone decides to pit here under the safety car. But to me, it looked like Droopy Bunyan was going into the pits to retire, so I'm just confused why I called out a safety car there. We'll see. No one has gotten into the pits yet, though. Oh, no, Leo Hamilton taking advantage of the safety car to go for his pit stop. Pitting to the hards. Does Leo Hamilton seriously think he's going to be able to take these hards all the way to the end of the race? And over 20 laps on these hards? It looks like Vodka, Victory, and Pete the Newfie and Great Ace are all taking everyone. Benzo, Beaver, everyone's pitting under this safety car. Vodka Victory is doing his stop. He's swapped materials now to the mediums. But Pete the Newfie has gone to the softs, so Pete will have to pit again. Same thing with Great Ace, Benzo, Beaver. I think that's it, yeah. All those guys, Slingshot, Smoke, all these guys have gone to the softs. It looks like the majority of the guys on the grid tonight are going to be doing the two-stop, except for Vodka and Leo. Vodka and Leo both opting to just go to their opposite compound and try to finish the race off from here, I'm guessing. But especially for Vodka, who's now gone from hards to mediums. I'm telling you right now, Vodka is going to have a hard time. Vodka is going to have a very hard time taking those mediums 20 laps. Even, like I was saying, even Leo taking the hards 20 laps is going to be hard, little in the mediums. As you can see, a lot of the guys have done their pit stops now, except for... Yeah, literally everyone has done a pit stop under the safety car, except for Zoom Zoom, who's now going to be up in front for the safety car restart between Leo and Vodka. This Haas driver got himself stuck between these two guys now. Safety car is still out. Looks like the safety car is still staying up for another lap. Smoke has gone into pits for the wet tire. What has happened? What? The game. Oh no. Oh no. The game has put Smoke out on the wet tires. What is going on? Did Smoke must be high or something. He must have swapped his tire. The game doesn't do that. He must have been changing his tires and he went over a few too many times to the wets. So now Smoke is out of the wets. So Smoke better hope there's another lap he better hope the safety car is staying out for another lap, or else he's going to be completely screwed because he's going to have to pit again to get off these wet tires. My goodness. What a turn of events tonight. Well, meanwhile, like I said, Droopy Bunyan out of the race. He did crash out, from what I've been told. Droopy Bunyan did crash out on the final turn. His stuff was acting up tonight, so it's unfortunate for him. So he is out. 11 drivers left on the field. Smoke, like I said, still stuck out there on the wet tires. He's going to have to pit again. fortunately for him, it looks like the safety car is going to stay out for one more lap. So Smoke should be able to dive back into the pits and throw on the proper tires, because this is ridiculous. I want to see this. Yeah. Fortunately, the safety car is staying out another lap. Smoke getting very lucky there. He could have been absolutely screwed if the safety car was coming in. So there he goes into the pits. And so does Slingshot for some reason. I don't know why. But Slingshot has opted to pit again under the safety car to get off the softs. And instead, he's going to the hards to finish the race as well. Huh. I guess Slingshot didn't mean to pit to the softs either. That's strange. So now I'm super confused. So Slingshot, I thought Slingshot was going for the 2-stop as well, but I guess not. I guess he's just going to go to the hards to finish the race. Don't know if that's the right call there, in my opinion. I think it might have been a bad decision, but we'll see how it works out for him. Meanwhile, Smoke has now done his pit stop as well, so he's also now in the hards to finish the race, if he so chooses to do so. And so is Abrupt and Jelly. Abrupt and Jelly are also out in the hards, and are going to try to take their hards to the end as well. So it looks like Beaver, Great Ace, Benzo, and Pete are all doing a 2-stop strategy. So all 4 of these guys are going to need to pit again. So we'll see how that 2-stop strategy works out for them once we get closer to the end of the race, how that ends up affecting their race. But as of right now, Zoom Zoom is the only person on the field who has not pitted yet. So he is still going to have to do his pit stop on 10-lap-old mediums. But really 8-lap-old mediums, because that's when the safety car came out. 8-lap-old mediums. So he can still push these mediums for a little bit, but Zoom Zoom is going to have to do another pit stop. He still has to do a pit stop this race, so... but DRS is going to be re-enabled here now. We're going to get things back underway. Leo Hamilton to kick us back off here. To resume the race. Here we go. Things are back underway. Leo Hamilton kicking things off here once again. Meanwhile, Zoom Zoom on those older tires is probably going to get eaten alive by some of these guys at the back. You can see Pete the Newfie trying to make the move on Vodka Victory. Here on the restart. Pulls up ahead of him, going side by side with the Haas. The Haas driver goes completely wide there. Has to come back on track. Almost gets hit by the Alpine of Benzo Slice there. But they keep it clean. Drops down to 6th behind Great Ace now. So like I said, huge mistake for Zoom Zoom not to pit there under the safety car. Because now he's even going to be under the pressure of Beaver in the Mercedes. So it's going to be tight here all around from what we can see. Pete the Newfie is on the faster tires. So he is going to try to put the pressure on Leo Hamilton. As him and Vodka Victory are also trying to fight for this win here tonight, it looks like. Looks like they're the only over 2 besides Leo who can really fight for the win here. Zoom Zoom and Beaver going at it there into the corner. Zoom Zoom goes way off into the wall there. But fortunately, he's still in the race. Drops down to all the way to the back, though. Behind Slingshot and Smoke. And Slingshot and Smoke are going at it here now. But Zoom Zoom is very lucky. I thought Zoom Zoom was actually going to crash out and DNF there. That was really scary. But he's managed to keep it together. He's still on the grid. He's still on the field. So we'll see what he can do. See if he can keep it together for the rest of the race. Meanwhile, Benzo Slice is currently in 4th. Putting the pressure on Vodka Victory. Pete the Newfie now setting a new fastest lap of the race at 132.4. Here goes Benzo Slice. Up the side of Vodka Victory. Into the first corner. And Benzo Slice makes the move. Gets past Vodka Victory. Moves up to 3rd. Like I said, he is on the faster tires for now. But him and Pete will have to pit again. So that is the thing they have to worry about. So the best thing Vodka Victory can do right now is not burn out his tires. Whew. But yeah, Great Ace right behind his teammate now on the faster tires. Gonna be interesting what they decide to do here. They got a good gap to the cars behind. Beaver though in 6th, Jelly in 7th. Great recovery from them considering the rough quality and sprint that they had. Guys in the hards are going to be waiting for the guys in the softs to have to do their second pit stop. That's what they're going to be waiting for their chance to strike. That's when they're going to hope to gain the positions over them. But Great Ace and Vodka still just towing each other along at the moment. Zoom Zoom picks up the first time penalty of the session. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That's going to be rough. Benzo Slice sets a new fastest lap of the race, a 1:42.3 on the soft tire. Here goes Pete Danufi now, fighting for the lead of the race from Leo Hamilton, who's on the 5-lap-old hard tires. Pete is keeping the pressure on, but if they want this two-stop strategy to work, him and Benzo are going to have to get past Leo Hamilton. It's the only way it's going to work. So here goes Pete and Leo up into the corner now. There goes Pete Danufi past Leo Hamilton in the Mercedes. Oh, Pete going off on that curb there, but he still manages to hold the lead from Leo and Benzo. There goes Zoom Zoom back into the pits. Or sorry, I should say there goes Zoom Zoom into the pits for his first pit stop. I should say, but Leo Hamilton goes way wide off track. They're getting really aggressive there. Trying to go at Pete Danufi. Almost loses a position to Benzo Slice as well. That could have cost him a lot there, honestly, if he wasn't careful. My goodness. That was crazy. That could have been dire for Leo Hamilton there. But there we go. Like I said, Zoom Zoom has now done his pit stop. Zoom Zoom has now got on the hards for the last 15 laps of the race to finish things off. So Zoom Zoom is technically... Zoom Zoom is actually in a pretty good position, though he does have that 3-second time penalty. That's definitely going to hurt him, but a lot of these other guys still have to pit. So we'll see. Zoom Zoom could still get some points for Haas. Still a good opportunity for him here. These top 3 guys, top 4 I should say, Vodka Victory not too far behind in the medium tires as well. This top 4 all super tight here tonight right now. After that safety car restart. Leo Hamilton was flying away, but now after a safety car restart, he's having a lot more trouble doing so now that everyone else is out on the soft tires. Getting the pressure put on him by Pete Danufi and Benzo Slice at the same time. But Vodka Victory also not too far behind Benzo Slice on the medium tires. Going to send it on Benzo Slice down into the corner. 2 of these drivers going wheel to wheel down through there. We'll see. It looks like Vodka Victory is going to try to pull it on Benzo. And he does. Vodka Victory moves up into 3rd. Well, meanwhile, Beaver has now fallen all the way to the back now. Pretty well, down to 10th. Beaver making a mistake there at the end of Sector 1. And Benzo has now lost the position to Vodka Victory as well. Great Ace now 2 seconds behind these top 4 guys. But there goes Jelly as well. Jelly has now also made a mistake off track there on that sweeping turn. He's going to come back on track safely. Right, safely, yeah, behind Beaver. There we go, everything else is normal. Back to the battle at the front. Like I said, Jelly has now dropped down to 10th. Beaver is now in 9th. Pete Danufi here, like I said, still trying to fight Leo Hamilton for lead of the race. But here we go, Pete Danufi going wheel to wheel through the corner with Leo Hamilton. Leo Hamilton nudging into the side of Pete Danufi there, though, not giving him much room. Both these guys, as we can see here. Oh, Vodka Victory looked like he nudged into the back of Leo Hamilton there. All 4 of these cars super tight here now, going through the corner. But Pete Danufi has now taken lead of the race on the soft tires. But he will still have to pit again. These softs aren't going to last much longer. They're only going to last another couple laps for Pete before he has to pit to another set of softs for the 2-stop strategy. So right now, Leo and Vodka still technically in the positions to hold race lead at the moment once Pete and Benzo dive in. Meanwhile, Great Ace is starting to catch because of all the battling that's going on. Got down to 1.7 now. Crazy enough. Benzo getting super close to the back of Vodka Victory there. Like I said, all four of these top guys at the moment super close to each other right now. Interesting to see how this plays out. Coming up here now, Vodka. Vodka here just behind Leo and Pete. Vodka sending into the corner on Pete the Newfie. Both of these guys trying to keep it clean, and they do. Pete still holding the position on Vodka. My goodness, this is super intense here at the front. Meanwhile, great recovery for Smoke and Abrupt so far. Smoke got himself back up to 6 on the hard tires, and Abrupt got himself up into 7th. And they don't need to pit again, so this is a great recovery. Oh, Pete, the Newfie's rear there, and the Red Bull getting super shaky, though. Getting put under pressure by the Aston Martin and Vodka Victory. Like I said, but Pete's rear there, for some reason, coming out of the corner was super shaky. And it's shaky there once again. I don't know what's going on. Pete loses the position to Vodka Victory. He keeps it together, though, but now Benzo is going to have his elbows out as well. And Great Ace is now almost within DRS range of Benzo, so Great Ace is also about to join the DRS train. As Great Ace is also on the soft tires, same as Benzo and Pete. All three of these guys will have to pit again. Benzo is looking for an opportunity on Pete the Newfie. Vodka Victory now in second. 1.5 seconds behind Leo Hamilton, who is now starting to pull away a little bit once again on the hard tires. Now that the softs are dying off. Here we go. Benzo Slice has DRS on Pete the Newfie. Yellow flag in sector 3. Looks like that's Jelly messing up again. Oh. Pete nudging over on the curb there. Here we go. Benzo is going to have DRS on Pete the Newfie once again. Not going to be close enough to go for anything, though. He's going to have to back off once again. But he's now almost allowed Great Ace to get within DRS range of him. Yes, he has. Great Ace is now in DRS range to join the top 5. My goodness. Here we go. We got about 10 laps or so left of the race. At this point, the guys in the hards are just waiting for the guys in the softs to pit, and then hopefully they're going to try to hold the positions over them. That's what they're praying for. It's going to be tough. Beaver, even though Beaver also still holds the position over Jelly, Beaver will have to pit again, so it's still in Jelly's favor at the moment. Here we go. Benzo got DRS on Pete the Newfie once again. But he is going to back off. He's going to take it easy. Well, Pete the Newfie, like I said, still also within DRS of Vodka. So these three guys staying super close to each other at the moment. Like I said, him, Benzo, and Great Ace are all on these 10-lap old soft tires now. All three of them are going to have to pit here soon. They're not going to be able to take these softs much longer. They're going to have to swap to a second set of soft tires. Very soon, these guys are going to have to swap to that second set of soft tires if they want their strategy to work. They only want to go, 9 or 10 laps on the other set of softs as well. So we'll see here now if anyone decides to pit this lap. If not, they'll probably pit next lap. So you're going to see Benzo keeping Pete in line here, keeping him on his toes. These two guys have known each other a long time as well. Great rivals. These three rivals, Vodka, Pete, and Benzo, all back-to-back here once again on the grid. Great Ace not too far behind as well. And there he goes. There goes Pete the Newfie into the pits for his second set of softs. But meanwhile, Great Ace and Benzo are still going to stay out for another lap on their pair of softs. So at this point, Pete is also going to see, like I said, so Pete is the first person to dive in out of the three of them for his set of softs. So we'll see if Pete the Newfie can get the undercut on Benzo and Great Ace. We'll see if it works out for him or not. Meanwhile, Vodka Victory comfortably holding second position at the moment. Over Leo Hamilton. Well, behind Leo Hamilton. Here we go with Abrupt and Smoke now. 5th and 6th, who are super close to each other at the moment. Once again, Abrupt punted Smoke in the sprint race. I don't care what anyone says. He definitely punted Smoke in the sprint race. Two of these guys, normally they have a lot of respect for each other, so it's just very shocking to see. But Abrupt is staying up, keeping up with Smoke, staying within DRS range. Pete the Newfie has come out of the pits in 8th ahead of Beaver. He's now going to be chasing down these three guys on the hard tires, Slingshot, Abrupt, and Smoke. And he's done this to make sure he'll be ahead of Benzo and Great Ace when they decide to pit as well. Because there's no way they're going to take that pair of softs to the end of the race. Not a chance. And there we go. Yep, there goes Benzo into the pits, and so does Great Ace. Great Ace goes into the pits as well. So this is going to be Pete the Newfie's time to shine. So let's see, Pete the Newfie coming around the final corner now. Let's see what kind of gap he has to Benzo and Great Ace when they come out of the pits. Has his strategy paid off? Has it worked properly? And yes, it has. Pete the Newfie gets ahead of Benzo and Great Ace as they come out of the pits by 2.5 seconds or so. So there we go. Pete the Newfie currently in 6th, right behind Slingshot at the moment. Beaver, looks like Beaver and Jelly have also both gotten into the pits to come out in softs to finish the race. Here we go. Pete the Newfie in the Red Bull putting the pressure on Slingshot into the corner. And there we go. Pete gets past him, moves himself up into 5th. He's now going to be flying. He's on fresh softs. Now his next target is Abrupt, who is 10 seconds up the road on 12-lap-old hards. And then Smoke, currently his teammate in 3rd on 10-lap-old hards. Vodka still holding 2nd. 2.3 seconds behind Leo Hamilton. 2.2 now. Vodka on these mediums. Both him and Leo, 12-lap-old mediums, 12-lap-old hards. But really, they were managing their tires and their safety cars. So really, they're on 11 and they're both on like 11-lap-old tires. Really, but Vodka is gaining some time on Leo. He's trying to catch him to get lead of the race. He really wants to win this race badly. But here goes Abrupt and Smoke actually, huh? So like I figured, Abrupt and Smoke are not going to be able to take these tires to the end of the race. Funny enough. Vodka actually getting some time on Leo there now. 1.7 he got the gap down to. The hards must be really struggling for Leo here now. Like I said, the hards are ass here in my opinion. I kind of figured that was going to screw some guys over. But yeah, so Smoke and Abrupt have also now opted to pit the softs to finish the race. Because like I said, I said that there's no way they were going to finish this race on the hards. I said there's no way they're going to be able to go 20. There's no way they're going to be able to go 20 laps on the hards. I don't know. We'll see what Leo Hamilton decides to do. Are Leo Hamilton and Vodka Victory seriously going to take... That's the big question mark right now. Are Leo Hamilton and Vodka Victory seriously going to take their tires to the end of the race? That's the question. Well, so far, they are still 20 seconds. They do still have 20 seconds to play with at the moment. Both Leo Hamilton and Vodka Victory are 20 seconds ahead of Pete and Benzo, who are in 3rd and 4th. Benzo Slice, who is now caught up to Pete the Newfie. Great Ace has now also managed to give himself past Slingshot, move back up into 5th. So he's going to be flying to catch up to the other guys as well. Slingshot currently in 6th, staying out. Looks like he's going to stay out in the hards to finish the race, is what it looks like to me. Here we go, Benzo Slice looking to put the pressure on Pete the Newfie. They're fighting for that podium position at the moment. Benzo Slice moves up into 3rd ahead of Pete the Newfie. There goes Benzo Slice up into 3rd, takes position away from Pete the Newfie. This is bad for Pete because it's going to hold him up. This fighting with Benzo Slice is going to hold not just him, but the two of them. It's going to the two of these guys fighting together is going to hold the two of them up because it's going to keep them. It's going to slow them down, which is going to keep them from catching Vodka and Leo at the moment. But again, both of them are still 20 seconds behind the two of them. There are 7 laps to go, I believe. Or sorry, 6 laps to go after this lap. 6 laps to go of the race. But they have to gain time on Leo and Vodka, so they're only... Right now, Pete and Benzo's only hope... Right now, their only hope is that Leo and Vodka's tires are going to fall off a fucking cliff. That's their best hope at the moment, is that their tires are just going to drop off the cliff and die. And they're going to start saving so much time on them. But we have a yellow flag in Sector 2. Looks like the McLaren of Jelly has messed up there, slid and hit into the wall, but he's okay. Looks like he's turned around to come back on track. What is he? Is he okay? Yeah, he's back on track. He's okay. He's all good, but he is at the back now behind Zoom in 11th. And there goes Smoke on the fresh softs, manages to get past Slingshot. Slingshot now dropping down to 7th on the 12-lap old hards. With abrupt pew-pew. Not too far behind either. This has definitely been a rough night for the Alfa Romeo drivers, that's for sure. Benzo and Pete still 19 seconds behind the other two guys. Not gaining enough time to really catch them. So really at this point... Oh, contact there between the Alpine and the Red Bull. Both of them putting their elbows out. But you can see that right now at the moment it's a battle between the Red Bull and the Alpine for the podium, for the last podium position here in this race is what it looks like to me. Well, meanwhile, Vodka Victory now is within DRS range of Leo Hamilton, starting to gain on him, even though he should technically be on the tires that are more worn. Doesn't appear to be the case. Vodka has been gaining time on Leo Hamilton this entire time. So to me, it looks like Vodka Victory could potentially... There's a good chance Vodka Victory could steal this win away from Leo Hamilton. We'll see here. We'll see what happens. But here goes Benzo Slice and Pete the Newfie still going at it here once again. Throughout this entire race. These two guys have just been at each other's throats. There goes Pete the Newfie, got DRS on Benzo Slice. Going into turn 1 with him. Pulls ahead of the Alpine driver. Both of these guys just fighting for the podium here tonight. It looks like Great Ace still not able to gain any time on Benzo and Pete. Really. Two of them. But the problem is the two of them, like I said, have been battling this entire time, so they haven't been able to catch up to Vodka or Leo at all. Meanwhile, Vodka Victory has started to lose some time now to Leo Hamilton once again. He's lost a couple tenths to him. So this is not good for Vodka if he wants to win this race over Leo. But here goes Pete and Benzo into this sweeper again. These two just keep going at it and at it through this corner. Every single time, it looks like. Wow, both of them just giving it their all here tonight, it looks like. My goodness. Ugh, sorry folks. Ugh. Someone went down the wrong way there, but yeah. Only 4 laps left of the race now. Pete Nuffy still keeping the pressure on Benzo Slice. Like I said, 2 of them are fighting for that final podium position here. But keep in mind that Great Ace now. I was just saying that Great Ace wasn't able to gain any significant time, but he has. As Pete Nuffy gets ahead of Benzo Slice once again. Like I said, Great Ace has, my goodness. Whew, sorry guys. Lost my train of thought there for a second. But yeah, Great Ace has managed to save a ton of time on these guys, actually. He was like, Great Ace was 5 seconds away from Benzo and Pete, and now he's only 2 seconds away. So there is a potential coming up to these last couple laps that we could see Great Ace catch up to Pete and Benzo and fight with them for the podium. And you can also see Smoke and Abrupt there in 6th and 7th, just back a ways as well. We will see. Meanwhile, Jelly just barely out of the points at the moment. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Jelly has made another mistake, though. That could cost him. Yeah, that's lost him several seconds now. So I was just about to say that Jelly could gain the position over Zoom Zoom because of his penalty, but it's not going to matter if Jelly keeps making mistakes like this. With only 3 laps to go. Now, on lap 27, Benzo Slice is going to have DRS on Pete the Nuffy. Here he goes. Down the straightaway, up into turn 1. Benzo Slice is going to move up into 3rd. Yellow in Sector 2. Looks like Jelly has messed up again. Benzo's also lost the position to Pete the Nuffy once again. But Jelly is moving along, still moving along the track. I'm not sure what's going on with him. He's just struggling like crazy now, it seems. But he just got to keep it together until lap 28. Once this counter hits lap 28, another yellow flag in Sector 2, though. Oh no, Great Ace has made a huge mistake. Oh no. On the 3rd last lap of the race, Great Ace, who was fighting for 5th position there, it looked like Great Ace was guaranteed. Oh, here they go into the corner. Pete the Nuffy and Benzo Slice. Wow. Benzo still holds the position over Pete. Pete and Smoke 4th and 5th at the moment. Good recovery for Red Bull. But yeah, as I was saying, a huge mistake there for Great Ace. That's going to cost him because now Great Ace was pretty well guaranteed a top 5 finish, but he made a mistake, and now it looks like the best Great Ace can hope for is 7th, because it doesn't look like Great Ace is going to be able to catch Abrupt or Smoke. So yeah, unfortunately, I think that's going to be it for Great Ace. It looks like 7th position is the best he can hope for now. He just got to keep it together for these final 2 laps and just get across the line. But wowzers for Leo Hamilton and Vodka Victory, who are both 19-lap-old hards for Leo Hamilton, 19-lap-old mediums for Vodka Victory, as Pete the Nuffy gets past Benzo Slice once again here on the 2nd last lap. That is absolutely insane. That is, the fact these guys have taken their tires 19 laps at Bahrain is madness. I thought for sure they were going to have to pit, and it was going to be Pete and Benzo fighting for the win here, but I guess not. Leo and Vodka have managed to survive, and they've stayed out on their respective tires, and that's going to be it for them. They just gotta survive. They just gotta get around the track now. It's not going to be possible for anyone to catch them. Here goes Benzo into the corner with Pete the Nuffy once again. Here with only 1 lap to go. Let's see. Meanwhile, Smoke and Abrupt aren't too far behind now. Only 2.5 seconds behind the 2. So they're going to be right there. As anything happens, they're going to be right there to pounce. Going into this final lap of the race. Here we go. Benzo Slice will have DRS on Pete the Nuffy coming up the straightaway. So here goes Benzo Slice. He's going to make the move on Pete Nufi, move up into third. So at this point, Pete Nufi has to hope that he can take the position back from Benzo. Coming up to this next DRS zone. Let's see, can Pete do it? Coming up to this final DRS zone. Well, not the final DRS zone, but you know what I mean. Here we go. Pete is going to have DRS on Benzo Slice going into the corner. This is very important. Very imperative. And Pete Nufi pulls ahead of Benzo. It looks like, once again, but they're fighting wheel to wheel through each corner here in Sector 1. But no, Pete still holds third position, but meanwhile, Smoke and Abrupt aren't too far behind. They're right there. They're right there now. Oh, but Pete's rear got a little loose there, though. That's going to cost him. Benzo. And meanwhile, his teammate Smoke sending it up right behind him as well. The two Red Bulls very close to each other now. Back to back. Here we go, though. Pete's still staying within DRS of Benzo Slice, but Benzo Slice just, wow, all because Pete lost a little bit of grip there in his rear coming around that corner. That cost him the position over Benzo, and now, as we can see, Benzo Slice still with 38% ERS to spare. What is going on at the moment? Everyone else using up all the ERS they can, but Benzo Slice still has 25% ERS. He was saving some in the tank, for sure. But there we go. Leo Hamilton. The guys crossed the line. There you go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Leo Hamilton is your race winner tonight. Congratulations to him. He wins his first race at NACS. Good stuff for Leo Hamilton. And Vodka Victory finishes second. Just 2.5 seconds behind Leo Hamilton. Not sure what happened. What's going on? Whoa. Okay, something was glitching my game audio there, guys. Sorry, but yeah, so Leo Hamilton finishes first, wins his first race in NACS. Vodka Victory finishes second on the podium, and Benzo Slice gets his first podium in NACS as well, just barely finishes ahead of Pete Nufi, and the Red Bull steals the podium away from him, if you will. But both Red Bulls still finished 4th and 5th, so that's still a great finish for Red Bull. That should help them in the Constructors. 4th and 5th, great recovery from Smoke, great recovery drive from Black Stappen. And the Red Bull, oh my... Okay, I'm not sure. Some audio glitch is going on with the game right now, guys. I'm not sure, like, my... keeps cutting out and stuff. There we go. Benzo Slice gets driver of the day. Good stuff to him. This game has just been really glitchy tonight. This is crazy, but... yeah, good stuff for Leo Hamilton on his first win in ACS once again. Vodka Victory and Benzo Slice finishing on the podium with him. And, yeah. Like I said, if we cut to the race, I just wanted to do one quick overview. Abrupt, great recovery for him as well. Managed to get himself up to 6th in the AlphaTauri because of Great Ace's mistake. Great Ace could have had a top 5 finish, but he lost it right there on the third last lap and dropped down to 7th. Slingshot finishing 8th. His teammate had it rough. Once again, 2 rough races in a row for Druply Bunyan. This is really going to cost him in the championship. Beaver finishes 9th for Mercedes, and Zoom Zoom gets the final point for Haas. Ahead of Jelly, so no points for McLaren this week. So that's going to be it tonight, folks. But before we wrap things up, we're going to get the guys in here for a quick podium interview. Let's get Leo, Vodka, and Benzo in here. Hello, make sure you got your audio included.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For me, it says he's anonymous. Like, it's not letting me invite him from the other Xbox party that you guys were in. Like, can either of you guys send Leo Hamilton an invite? If not, it is what it is, but...
I think it'll have to be vodka. 'Cause, I can try. Hold on.
Because for me it says he's anonymous and it won't let me. I'm pretty sure that's him anyway,
Uh,
but it won't
yeah, I
let.
can't. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Well, no worries, no worries. But yeah, we'll start with you, Benny. Good job on your first podium in NACS. Welcome back. Glad to have you. Good to see you on the grid once again. Bahrain, man, tough track with the tires and everything. How did that feel? You did the two-stop. How did your race feel for you there?
Well, for sure, I had no option to do two stopper because I could have went with the hards, but I knew like my skill set wasn't gonna be able to handle the hards on that track, so I went straight up and say like, "Hey, two stopper, got no choice," and it paid off for like the battle I was in, because of course I had to leave like Vodka and Hamilton. They were on another level, but yeah, I had to play it with the softs, and I knew the people I was fighting were like Great Ace, Pete, and Smoke and Abrupt. So I was fighting these guys.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Especially since I'm just happy you and Pete kept it clean the whole time. I was afraid someone was gonna nudge someone the wrong way at some point, and someone was gonna get punished for it. But the two of you managed to keep it clean the whole time, and that's what I love to see personally. So, yeah, you love to see it. Vodka got his wish. He got another person on the grid to steal points away from Pete. Uh, uh,
Damn.
so, I mean, he's playing to win. This man, this Vodka Victor, he's out for blood. He's made it his mission. He wants to beat Pete.
I'll bury him.
He wants to bury him. Yeah. So, this is yeah. Vodka, are you there? Do you got your mic on?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd that feel for you? I found it a little weird that you were gaining on Leo Hamilton at one point, and I was like,
And then
oh
he
shit.
just pulls away. He pulls away at
And
the
then
end of every corner after every exit. Like I'll catch him, and then he just pulls away every time. He's on
yeah,
hard tires.
he was
And
also
he pulls away from
1.2
soft.
seconds. He was 1.2 seconds a lap fat. Well, on average, he was like a second a lap faster than everyone before the safety car. Just for some data there, I was keeping an eye on that for sure.
Yeah, but either way, it was a good race. It was fun. I mean, I guess I was just there, driving, being
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, you're kind of just fighting there. I mean, you did the right thing. You had to just let the soft guys burn up their tires, and then you got past and you did your thing. So, another second place finish for you. That's gonna be great. I mean, that means you're still gonna hold lead in the championship, I would assume. Especially since Malios wasn't here tonight in the Haas, so that's gonna keep him held back for longer. But yeah, unfortunately, your teammate Great Ace looked like he was gonna get a top 5 finish there, but he lost it on the third last lap, so he ended up getting 7th instead, which is unfortunate. But I mean, it's all you can do. I know, like you're personally, you're more focused on the drivers. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, yeah. I was just focused on, getting there and staying in second.
Yeah, but regardless, though, another podium finish on your part. Crazy when you really think about it. That you're leading the championship. Like you've had 2 DNFs and you're still leading the championship. So there's not many guys that can do that. So fair props to you, man. And we have some tough races ahead, man. Monaco, and then Vegas and Miami. These are some tough races. So we'll see how it goes. This is going to be a make or break point for a lot of people, I think, in the championship going ahead. If people can't get it together for these next couple of weekends, it's going to be wraps for them. So we'll see. This could be a great opportunity to pull ahead for yourself, and maybe some of the other guys who joined the league a little late and are going to catch up. But yeah, overall, like I said, pretty fun race. I had lots to talk about the entire time. There was never a dull moment for sure. So I was pleased. Good stuff, good clean racing all around from everyone for the most part. I'm not sure what happened with Jelly at the beginning of the sprint, but apparently he said it was a connection issue or his shit was all fucked up the whole race or something. But other than that, yeah, it was all good, guys. And yeah, next weekend, guys, night race at Monaco. That's gonna be something.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. We'll see how it goes.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I just want to say I might get a penalty though, cause I think it was on first or second lap. I bumped in the back of Abrupt, so if you put a clip up, I think I'll get
Oh, is that what caused
a
him to
few
fall
position.
down?
Yeah, and me too, cause it was me and him. We were like fourth and fifth, I think,
Okay.
and then we went all the way to the back because of that.
Well, he got his
But
own thing to worry about too, because in the sprint race, him and Smoke and the Haas were going pretty wide through the end of Sector 1, and he hit right into Smoke, so he might also have his own penalties to worry about as well. So we'll see what the stewards decide to do with that. But yeah, Abrupt's gonna have some stewarding clips to submit for sure. I would
because
I would imagine.
I know I'm guilty of that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, yeah, guys, thanks for joining me for the post-race interview. See you guys next week, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our night race at Monaco. Should be exciting. It's gonna be the first race at Monaco I've ever commentated personally. So it's gonna be a very interesting experience, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with anyone who decides to tune in. So with that, I'm your host, Idoni Muse, and we'll see you guys next week for Monaco.
Sir.
Yeah.